Hello, and welcome to Havenscope News at Noon. I'm Nigella Jones, and this afternoon we will be covering a variety of on-campus news and activities such as sports, integration, upcoming fundraiser events, and Professor Stringer's retirement. Spring sports are underway here at the Haven. Baseball has been having a rocky start to their season with 16 losses and only 7 wins. They lost 7-6 against Seton Hill yesterday, with Seton Hill's Isaiah DeAndre scoring the winning run. Their next game is tomorrow at 2 versus Shippensburg University, who will have the home field advantage. Softball has started their season pretty well and are currently sitting with 8 wins and 7 losses. Unfortunately, they lost both games in their recent doubleheader at Slippery Rock University. They're traveling over to IUP for a doubleheader that starts tomorrow at 2. Women's lacrosse currently has 3 losses and 4 wins this season. Their next game is today at 4 at Charlotte Smith Field. Not only is the team looking for a win on the field against Seton Hill, but students in attendance will have their own chance to be a winner from the stands. All students who attend and present their student ID at tonight's game will be entered to win a 40-inch television. And now for a special report on the women's golf team. The Lock Havens women's golf team is getting ready for their first match of the spring competition season. It looks as though it will be promising for senior Kylie Lobb as she ended the fall exhibition season by setting a new personal school record of 92 at the ESU Invitational in October. Coach Chad Anthony is anticipating that the students on the team will continue to improve in their game this season with the hopes that more personal records will be set. They will be kicking off their spring season on April the 9th with a home match versus Susquehanna University at noon. The public is welcome to attend. Now to Tess English for a report on the university integration.
The Passy Board of Governors voted unanimously last July to proceed with the integration of 6 Pennsylvania state universities. As of March 28, 59 notices of retrenchment have been issued. Dr. Carl Sell is an ABSCUF Executive Council member who is concerned about the impact that integration will have on all parties involved.
Integration has brought a lot of unknowns. Many people don't actually know that it affects us too, as we have to reapply for our positions every year.
Lock Haven University plans to integrate with Bloomsburg and Mansfield universities. This idea has received much pushback from students and faculty alike. This stems from the lack of transparency in the integrations planning process.
What's best for students is making them feel valued, supported, and that they have a place at the university, which seems to be left by the wayside with integration. Though again, we are assured this is for the best of the students somehow. How this works into the plan is perhaps above my pay grade, but being upfront with us would not hurt, particularly as I'm not sure we all have heard the same things.
Students don't seem to know how integration is affecting campus life. We went inside Bentley during dinner service and asked students what they knew about the plans. What do you know about integration?
That I hate it.
What do you know about integration?
Not much, but I think it's stupid.
Excuse me, what do you know about integration?
Absolutely nothing. That's all.
We will report more on integration as updates come in. I'm Tess English with Haven News. Now back to you.
Communication professor Sharon Stringer recently announced her retirement at the end of this academic calendar year. She has been with the university for 22 years, teaching predominantly journalism track courses. However, she also taught staple intro to communication classes and some upper-level public relations courses. In addition to her teaching duties, Stringer has overseen 2 comm department clubs, Haven Radio and the Eagle Eye newspaper. Sophomore Cassidy Wozniak had this to say: Professor Stringer's journey at LHU will forever be appreciated by those she taught, especially if you're in the newspaper clubs. Additionally, sophomore Alex Ross said, Professor Stringer always pushed students to think outside of their own perspective. That's what always made her class so engrossing to me. She will certainly be missed by many of her students and the faculty that surrounded her, but we wish her well in her new chapter in her life. Now to Joel Robinson for a report on the student-ran escape room.
When I arrived at Lock Haven University for a student escape room, little did I know that we'd actually become trapped in the escape room. Yes, you heard me right. We are trapped in the escape room.
I was partying last night, okay? Jeez, I'm in crippling student debt. Leave me alone.
Students search high and low for a way to escape, some even digging with their bare hands in desperation. However, despite all this, students have remained able to entertain themselves.
I can kind of juggle. That kept us entertained for a bit.
You can't even get internet in here. And if that guy juggles again, I just might snap.
Tragedy struck on the 7th day, and on the 27th day, students resorted to cannibalism. Fortunately for me, a reporter like myself is too important to be eaten. However, Bob is no longer with us.
I'm not proud of what I did, but I'm alive.
You guys, I don't think I can ever eat meat ever again.
Hey, do we have any Bob left? He was better than bacon. Like,
Shh, don't let them know about Bob.
If you're seeing this report, it means that I've made it out alive. However, you also might have just found this camera near my mangled corpse. This is Joel Robinson for...
I'm sure Joel is fine. Up next, we have a feature on the LHU Communication Department clubs. Feel Good Com Club's Communication Department offers students the opportunity to help build their portfolios and earn practicum credits through course-related club involvement. There are 3 active clubs available to students: Eagle Eye Newspaper, WLHU Radio, and Havenscope. Eagle Eye allows students to practice freedom of the press firsthand by publishing weekly newspaper issues. Club members in WLHU Radio can broadcast content of their choice to a live audience, while electronic media students get the chance to create and produce their own digital content through participation in the Havenscope. The Public Relations Club is also offered to students but is not currently active. Any students interested in joining one of the communication clubs can talk to their academic advisors or club presidents Cassie Keller, Sean Duane, or Joel Robinson. Now to Carrie Hoover with a segment on a fun student fundraiser.
Have your parents complained that your video gaming habits won't take you far in life? Well, some LHU students are proving that statement wrong by using their gaming skills to raise money for a local cause.
The Eagle Eye Student Newspaper will be hosting a video game tournament on April 5th. The event will be held in the video game room downstairs in the Parsons Union Building from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Current managing editors Cassandra Keller and Tess English created the idea last semester in hopes of raising funds for the club, while offering a unique on-campus activity for students to enjoy. This will be the second time the newspaper staff hosted the event.
so the club really needed to get funds, so Tess and we decided to create this event that would allow students to come on and just have a lot of fun, because, let's be honest, the campus life is pretty dead, so we wanted to kind of try to revive that.
Students looking for a fun night of games and competition are encouraged to attend. Entry is $5 at the door and includes access to one tournament and free play for the rest of the evening.
All tournament winners will receive cash prizes. A raffle will also be available at the end of the night for students to win extra prizes, such as LHU merchandise and gift cards from Amazon, DoorDash, and Spotify.
Well, our staff starts working overtime from the beginning of the semester to put the event together. There's collecting donations from businesses, there's begging our parents for money, there's getting together the gift cards and putting together the baskets. It's a full-time responsibility outside of our already full-time responsibility of freedom of the press, but we struggle to figure it and work it all out.
Cassie and Tess hope to see this event continue on a semesterly basis, growing to be a bigger and better event than before. Now this is Carrie reporting from Havenscope News. Now back to you, Nigella.
Now to Cassie Keller to tell us about a movie premiere that's happening on campus.
LHU is set to premiere the biggest blockbuster of the semester, Scrooge Shit.
Later tonight, this auditorium will be filled with students and fans alike of the hit TV show Screw That Shit for the premiere of their Christmas special. We were able to get an exclusive interview with Cassidy Wozniak, who portrays Marcia, Beth's goth-phobic mother. Now that your big show is on the big screen, what do you want to say?
All I have to say is I'm excited for everyone to get to know Marcia. Hopefully there's no hate on her, but I understand if people do hate on her, but I hope everyone enjoys this movie because we worked our asses off on it. So that's all I have to say.
The special tells of the heartwarming story of Beth's experiences as she learns the meaning of Christmas.
Scrooge Shit is expected to be the first of many holiday films by the McCringe Productions, and hopefully with all this hype, it won't be a cringy production. I'm Cassie Keller. Now back to you, Nigella.
Recently, there has been a new shipment of gear to the LHU store, and boy does it look great. From outstanding cotton t-shirts to silky smooth polo shirts, LHU's bookstore has what you need. Along with the beautiful clothing lined up, there appears to be some nice binders and pencils in match your spring fashion. Not to mention, there's tons of hand sanitizer and such to fight off those awful germs. Lock Haven's bookstore also provides students with personal items such as hair products, feminine products, hygiene items, and more. So don't forget to stop in soon and show your university bookstore some love, folks. This is Nigella Jones reporting live for Havenscope News. Have a good afternoon, everyone.